means change. To say that one has understood and yet life has not changed, this is an impossible contradiction. The wise man, therefore, does not hanker after change. He just seeks to understand. And then change is inevitable, spontaneous, and natural, and best. Now you don't have to plan change. Now you just have to witness the change happening. Now you don't have to push for change. Now you have created the right situations. What is to happen will happen now. This fan is not moving, let's say. There can be two kinds of people. One who push for change. What would they do? They would probably hold a pole, and using the pole they would try to make it move. Or they would want to stand on some kind of elevation and then keep pushing it. This is the kind of change that we usually want to enforce. Totally external in nature. Without understanding the underlying causes of inertia, we just want to change the exteriors. We don't want to understand why the fan is not moving. But unhappy with the current state of the fan, we seek to push it from the outside. And when you do that, some change would be visible, right? But it would be an enforced change, and therefore it would have no life. Soon things would return to their old ways. Soon again, the old inertia would take over. And what does the wise man do? He goes and just pushes a button. That switch is understanding. You can say understanding switches. He doesn't use effort. He just goes and turns it on at the right place. Are you getting it? Understanding is the button. Understanding is the real cause, the first agent. Understand, and great changes will happen. And someone who does not understand this mystery will just watch befuddled. He will say, this is totally inexplicable. How? The fellow went and applied just this much of effort. So the cause was so little. And in gross terms, yes, only this much of effort has been applied. How much of effort does it take to flick a switch? How much effort does it take? Very little. But look at the great reserve of energy it has unleashed. The fan is now moving and moving and moving and moving at a great speed. With this much of effort, so much of result has been obtained. To the unwise mind, this appears like a magic. He says, if you want to get X units of output, you must give at least X units of input. Great changes come when you touch the right thing at the right place. And if you are turning it on, if you are switching it on, and yet the fan is not moving, then you must know that you do not know what the right touch points are. So if you say that you have understanding but no change, then you really do not have understanding either. Be concerned with understanding. Drop all images and expectations of change. Know how things are, know who you are, know what life is, know what this world is, know what relationships are, know the stuff of this mind. Things will change.
Sir, I want to change them according to my expectations.
If you want to change according to your expectations, don't you see that you are talking in contradictory terms? You are saying, I want to change according to. So are your expectations changing then? So what is changing? If you want to change yourself according to your expectations, then something very important is not changing. What is not changing? What is not changing? Your expectations. You want to keep your expectations firm. You want to keep them unchanging. And according to your unchanging expectations, you want to change other things. Now your sense of self, your ego, is tied to your expectations. So if you want change according to your expectations, then you actually do not want to change at all. You see that? Change is either totally wild and unpredictable, or it is no change at all. Planned change is no change. Planned change is no change. Change in real terms is a dissolution of the one who would change. Modification cannot be called as change. Decoration, or a little bit of makeup, or a rearrangement cannot be called as change. Such pseudo changes are actually barriers to change. They keep you in the impression that change is happening when change is actually not happening. Change is either total or it is no change. Change therefore means dissolution. Never say, I want to change. That would mean that you have no intention at all of changing. But you are so smart that you want to keep the facade of change while maintaining everything within the same. I want to know. And if you want to really be not on the spot, then don't even say that much. Just know without saying anything. Just know, just be. Observe without inhibition, without an agenda, without a background of knowledge. Just know.